Εξομολογήστε το Κύριο διαγραφός, αλληλούια, ότι στον αιώνα το έλεος αυτού, αλληλούια.
Hindu right wing.
No. I'm trying to take the time.
We are yet to find one.
To learn about what it is. I sat in the back during my doctoral studies to listen, to understand for 4 years and a bit longer. What my Muslim friends
Hopefully this frees up soon.
respected. I sat, I listened to them, what they believe. I learned from them. One, for example, one scholar disagrees. I don't know, people have their own views. He talked about the Quran. He said it this way. I thought it was disrespectful, frankly, but this is the way he said it.
Who disguised as God? Allah the devil.
Was kind of like the skeleton and the head and the rest that was not moving like
It's really set. Yeah, so go, like it's really set. It's really, people's already on this already. I don't know. Sorry. Very good Muslims. I'll answer the question point blank. Because we're here, it's not no bickering. It's not no
But my question is still unanswered. You're jumping to hadith in the Quran, which is beautiful. Which is a discussion for the Muslim. But without establishing your foundations, you're telling me to explain what is hadith, what is Quran, what is tafsir, what is tashrih, what is aqidah. All of these things are very beautiful ideas. And we have been explaining them for the last 1,400 years. 100%. But the discussion started with Injil. Yeah. What is Injil? What is Injil?
You with them, you with missionaries. Don't want you around. I don't want you around. You with missionaries. I just said to you.
They're two separate strains.
Okay, whatever. Whatever.
It's a strain. It's a strain, yes.
And you think they're authoritative, right?
100%. Yeah. Direct translation.
The words in red are kind of like the skeleton,
Yeah.
and the words in black surrounding those are basically like that authoritative view. Instead of, giving it just the words in red, we say, okay, where did Jesus say this? Okay, he was at the hillside. He was saying at the hillside.
Getting it twisted. That's why you twist it. Don't twist it. You come with truth, you don't need to twist. That's why we don't want missionaries.
Sorry. Keep these twisting. It's a completely separate tradition with a completely separate outlook on the way it's twisted.
Twisting.
It's not
Twisting.
the gospel.
You don't like it.
Gospels are very
You don't follow
interesting.
it.
They are
Don't go by our own
That's why I
liking,
wanted
our own
to say.
desires. Yeah?
Talking to us for some reason.
Sounds like a presupposition to me.
You're dumb.
I am
So
here
you're acting
to
dumb,
explain
innit?
and educate.
You're dumb. So you're acting dumb.
Would you like to have a debate on Tawheed?
No, no need to. Oh, I'm not talking about. I'm talking.
Well,
directly.
if he's done, we could have a debate with you, if you would like.
No conversation. Go.
If you'd like to show the
Go,
prowess
go,
of
you're
your
shaking,
intellect.
man, you're shaking. What are you shaking for?
I have ADHD. I shake when I get excited and there's new meals in front of me. So okay, but would you like to have a discussion on Tawheed? Well, he's being fundamentally arrogant.
He wants to have a chat with Adnan Rashid. He wants to have a chat with Adnan Rashid.
Because look, you're
just started, yeah.
apples and pears.
Oh, he's just started. How long do you think this conversation would take? Okay. We can see Smile2jannah. Let's see if... Let's see. Oh, sorry. I don't think they want me there. Oh, sorry.
No, it's irrelevant. We're dealing with it. No, it's not. We're dealing with a situation. As I put it to you. That's all. So we're not talking about like the woman's
I don't think that's
If you don't know her circumstances, how do you know that she wasn't robbed of her money? You make the assumption.
By who?
By a robber.
Her money. From the bank.
From wherever. From the bank. From wherever you could think that she had money.
It's difficult. It tells you that it's very important. It's the opposite. Something is illegal.
Okay. Well, I'm wrong.
If it's complicated and they obstruct it for a reason, they had an extra one with my brother, maybe he was going to be side Muslim, the Kashmiri population. Maybe something was happening in Pakistan rather than the mess that's in. Because my brother was part of that mold. So I think that influence.
Sorry, is there a queue of people waiting to speak to him, or just everyone? Just her, okay.
May Allah make it easy for him, and Jazakallah, you're a fantastic sister.
I've tried to speak to some people over there, but they're also in a conversation.
May
So
Allah give you sabr and may Allah give you justice, because that's what we need. And people can help and whatever. Look into it. It's not like you're hiding it. They can go and they can interview you as well. Allah make it easy for yourself, your family, and all the brothers.
I want to speak about concepts of God and His existence.
Trying to, yes.
Okay. You must
No.
Thank you very much.
Yes, yeah.
Go on, speak to him.
He's wrapping up for his video right now, correct? Or
I'm not sure. We just got here.
excuse me, are you?
Okay, well, somebody could tell that. They're lazy because they're chatting. Some people, hold on, some people would say that some people
Are you thinking of converting or?
I don't currently see intellectual reasons to convert right now, but I'm particularly interested in the concepts of Tawheed and how they're cashed out in different Islamic traditions, which is what I would like to ask him a question about on the Sunni conception of God's attributes.
I think he can help you.
Sorry, what's that?
He'll be able to help you out.
Okay, awesome.
Like this is not doing it, so I'm not doing it. Hello, my
Hello, how are you doing? You okay? Yeah, we just used to. It's Rabi Thani. Then Jamadi al-Awwal, Jamadi Thani. Then Rajab, Shaban, Shawwal, Ramadan. Then goes to Dhul Hijjah. That's the month.
No,
Sorry, you were saying?
What else did it say?
Okay, supposing they work here, and the workers they get here doesn't pay them enough for it.
I guess I gotta wait for this to be over, then I can speak to him.
No, it's pointless because I said to you, if what they earn is less than like their bills. So how can you pay your bills if you have negative money? Well, thank you for your education.
my children do everything.
I can't remember those 4 points. Then I'm answering one of them. He jumps in and says, no, it's because it's wrong. Well, I thought those 4 points were wrong. And then,
You're trying, and I understand why you lost it.
Yeah, it's because I know him. That's why. But generally speaking, you're 100% right.
But anyways, speaking, you are right. So
No, Jazakallah. Deen al-Nasiha is always helpful.
Thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
Guys, not interested. You're coming with the mask, you're coming with Revelation TV, not interested.
But don't you think that truth is not person
Certain
dependent?
videos have been posted with that can actually get me in trouble with the law.
In trouble with the law?
Oh, he's chasing Jews and this and
well,
that.
I promise you, I'm not seeking to
I'm not
do
interested.
that.
You come if you're genuine. You come here, you show your face. We sit down, we have coffee, we talk. Because there are a few Christian channels, and you're amongst them that it's dishonest. Yeah?
He's just said he's changed the title. These gentlemen say. I guess that's the problem, trying to find conversations at Speaker's Corner. We can try Adnan Rashid again. Let's see how. Oh man.
They're not ready. They're not ready. No. You can't just put them aside. They are found in your Bibles today in red letter.
Who published those Bibles?
Who?
I read the Greek New Testament. I read the Greek
To be
New
fair,
Testament.
William, to be fair, you brought up the issue of red letters. I asked you a very simple question. What is Injil? You came back telling me that Injil, as you understand, is red letters, or those red letters found in the four Gospels attributed to Jesus Christ. I just broke that down, and you agreed with me. You agreed that these are
100%.
okay, 100%. So they are not. They are not. Okay. I say. Okay.
Most Bibles will have a note, but that's
Okay. All I have to do is show you one sentence, and that brings the entire text into question. I'll tell you why. If they can mess up on an entire anecdote, on an entire story, they tell a story in the name of Jesus Christ, attributing the story to him falsely, then we must question every single statement attributed to him, to Jesus Christ, even in red letters. There goes your Injil. There goes your Injil. Now what? What are we going to do? What are we left with? This is why we the Muslims...
And again, that's not the Greek. The Greek, there's no question here.
I'm not even getting into detail. You want to read details? Bruce Metzger, the text of the New Testament from reception to corruption to restoration. Right? Do you know about the book? You know the book? Bruce Metzger has written a book explaining all of this in a lot, and he died a Christian. So I'm not even quoting someone who is like an apostate, like Bart Ehrman. Bart Ehrman, he apostatized from Christianity. When we bring him on, the Christians say, oh, he's an apostate. Why shall we listen? I'm going to bring you someone who taught Bruce Metzger, and this is why Bart Ehrman became an apostate, because his teacher was very direct with him. Yes, my son, my student, all of this is messed up. All of it. We don't have what those gospel authors actually wrote, let alone what Jesus said. We don't even have what the gospel authors wrote. You do not have the Injil. You cannot stand here in front of me today and claim that you have the Jesus tradition in its pure, preserved form. You cannot. If you're an honest Christian, you will never claim that.
By the way, before you came, correct me if I'm wrong, when he said God is able to preserve his word, and there is no way that the teaching of Jesus is preserved and it's there. And he said, even I brought him a Catholic, I think he's a guy, he's someone, he's knowledgeable. I brought him. And I said to him, do you agree that the Bible are different? He said, yeah, the Bible are different. The Bibles are different. He said, no, they're the same.
But now he accepted.
No, he
accepted there are corruptions.
Can be corruption. He says, no.
So to summarize very quickly, and you can come back. There are corruptions in what you call Injil today, as we stand here on the 27th of October 2024. We stand here today in the 21st century with William, who accepts that there are corruptions in what they call Injil. We don't accept that, because what we call Injil, there are no corruptions, full stop. Yeah.
All right.
No corruption. Yes. Yes.
So, again,
please don't get offended, by the way.
No offense. This is a purely academic conversation.
Don't get offended. That's an academic approach. So don't get offended with me. And as well, forgive me earlier, I accused you of lying, because actually you caught someone. I should not say this. But anyway, what happened? I apologize for what I said earlier. Anyway, just carry on.
Thank you. So, again, and just to go back to what I was saying, the reason why these three are absolutely rejected is because we know from history, and I'm going to go back to your example that you gave, the lady caught incidentally. Sorry.
Okay, this is taking a while. Well, I could ask Paul Williams. Paul Williams is just over there. Excuse me, Paul, I was wondering if you wanted to have a discussion on philosophy at all?
If I can see your face, absolutely.
Well, I don't think that truth is person dependent, so I don't see the necessity.
That's my only qualification. If you reveal your face, I'll happily talk to you.
Don't you think that's a rather arbitrary qualification?
No, it's not. I have a very specific reason for asking for that.
Why would that be?
I can't share that with you. No, if you're not interested in actually revealing your face, I'm not going to have a chat.
I could privately show you my face and then cover it up for the camera, if that's what you would like.
Privately?
Just in that, away from the cameras, not to insinuate something like that.
I don't debate people who cover up their faces. I'm sorry, it's a principle I have. You may call it arbitrary, I'm sorry. Maybe another time when you come back and show your face, I'll...
Okay, well, I won't show my face, but if that's the case...
But thank you for your offer.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Oh, my goodness. No one wants to debate me. I personally think that they've been told by like leaders or something not to debate people with masks on, because it's always the same every time. Let's see. Excuse me. I was wondering if you wanted to have a discussion on your conception of Allah.
Oh no, I just came in, man. I need to get a bit of a breather first.
Bit of a breather first.
Thank you.
Okay. Would there be like a point at today where you would want to discuss that later after getting a breather?
I'm not sure because I'm time bound.
Okay.
I'm actually going to cinema later.
Okay, no worries. All right. Have a nice day.
You're welcome.
Oh man. I don't know if maybe it's the topic that they're a bit scared of, or...
People are going to focus on what might come to pass, because there can be instruction from
Sorry, excuse me.
A Catholic scholar who is well accepted by all strands of Christianity. This is an excellent commentary on the Bible. You go and read the authorship part for the four Gospels. You'll be blown away. To this day, you don't know who wrote the Gospel of John, whether it was John, the son of Zebedee, John the Presbyter, or John.
You just stood right in front of me.
There are three candidates. We don't know which John wrote the Gospel. We don't know.
You literally stand in front of me, mate.
There is no comparison. So try not to use Islamic terminology.
It's a big deal, bro.
Because if you start doing that, you're landing yourself in a quagmire. Why? Because you're gonna before the conversation begins, the Gospels will be thrown on the wall because they don't stand even the basic test of authenticity. We have categorizations. We have Sahih, Hasan li ghayrihi, Hasan li zatihi. Then we have Da'if, and then we have Mawdu. We have different categorizations. So we have different levels of certainty for the tradition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Anything that's dubious or questionable, not necessarily a lie, it's just questionable. There is an individual in the chain that we cannot ascertain whether he was of a sound character. We put it aside. We don't take our beliefs from it, right? When it comes to the Gospels don't even pass the threshold of Mawdu', fabrications, outright fabrications. And we have shown that's the case. So there's no comparison. That's why Islam was needed. Christianity was completely corrupted. The Jesus tradition was completely changed and corrupted. It was mixed with other ideas. Hellenic thinkers, Greek philosophers, Stoic philosophers are adding their ideas into the words of Jesus Christ, who was an Israelite preacher, an Israelite radical. You can call him a propagandist if you like. You know, he came and he did his radical preaching, and he disappeared. Okay, we have a belief about him that he was lifted alive. He wasn't even touched. He wasn't even scratched by his enemies. The Christians came to believe, due to the Gospels, that are untrustworthy, as already highlighted. They believe that he was put on the cross and nailed to the cross and brutalized. So this is why we have to choose. It's either this corrupted tradition, completely untrustworthy, added to, altered, interpolated tradition, or the other hand, we have a claim to prophethood from a man in Arabia, Muhammad.
Next to this is things.
It's interesting. It's interesting discussion.
I'm here to learn.
Actually, it's interesting discussion. I always learn from both of you.
Yeah, I mean,
and we have
Paul is one of my teachers. I'm not being humble.
This is the other way around.
Actually, he's an expert.
Paul is one of my teachers.
My teacher.
Okay.
And he is both our teachers.
I'm going to kiss your hand.
Are you both okay? We have an interesting, discussion.
Okay.
He had a PhD in religious studies, and actually he is someone. He has a unique, actually, approach about Christianity. To be honest, one of the things. And we had in the beginning of a discussion about, for example, the holistic message of the Bible.
And I'm sorry as well, brother. How about that? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So the
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta say yes.
Have you ever had a conversation with Paul before?
I don't know, Paul.
Have you read Psalm 45, verse 6 and 7?
Yeah.
Let's let him finish. I don't want to interrupt.
There's
I don't
several
want to
other-
interrupt.
no, it's okay. It's good to have it like yes, Paul.
No, I'm just saying,
Of course, I've read the Psalms.
no, but particularly Psalm 45,
I have read the Psalms.
where the king is addressed as God, and then that God addressed as another God.
Okay, so this is quoted in the book of Hebrews.
Guys, can I pass the mics on to Paul? I want this conversation to take place. Yeah.
Stay around.
I will stay, but I want Paul.
Do you have a Bible?
Paul, continue.
I knew I should have brought a Bible.
Excuse me, would you be willing to have a conversation about God's existence
I'm currently
after
busy
this?
and afterwards.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I think we're going to get our conversation.
God is used.
How many mics did you put on me?
Is used of human beings.
So many medals.
And so, but when we say that the Bible is monotheistic, sometimes it uses divine language.
Whoa, look at this, guy. Do you get this all the time?
No, I don't. No, it's this is a rare privilege for my teacher to
No.
share his
I really
microphone
want this
with me.
conversation.
And
Paul is
in front of
a
my
lot
teacher
more
as well.
qualified in this field than I am.
So it's Psalm 45, as I say, verses 6 and 7. For example, your throne, O God, will last forever and ever. This is the throne of David. So David, if it is the David, it could be another king. The king has been addressed as God.
You're blocking the camera. That's why you say.
Sorry, would you be willing to go over there to discuss God's existence?
No, I'm in the middle of this conversation.
Sorry, will there be a point where you'll be available
I don't know.
to discuss?
Let me continue, please.
No one wants to have a conversation today.
He doesn't want one after.
He just said he doesn't know, he's just going to stay there.
Let him finish this conversation.
Maybe we'll come back whenever that dissolves. So, Adnan, Rashid, Smile2jannah, Paul Williams, Hamza, none of them want to have a discussion with me. I don't know if people have been told not to have discussions with Christian apologists. I don't know. All right.
You don't understand. Don't
That's not what retarded means.
Don't compliment in your head.
That's
No,
not
the real
what
word of
retarded
saying
means.
retarded. Not your little way of thinking.
That's not what the word retarded
No,
means.
listen, let me tell you.
Would you like me to pull up the dictionary definition?
Listen, I'm laughing.
I'll give you the dictionary definition.
Forget the English dictionary, because the people who made it, I don't even trust them.
Retarded.
So listen to me.
Well, you're using the language, right?
No, listen
So
to
do you
me.
not
Listen
trust
to
the
me.
language you're
One
using?
word, yeah? One word, if you listen to one word, listen, one word don't mean one thing. It means others, how you put it, how you use it. You understand that? How you put it. Yeah? It's not how you think into your liking. See,
Yeah, but I don't
it has
think
to
he
be
should.
to everyone
I don't
else's
think
liking.
that he should insinuate that people that have.
It has to be with everyone else's liking. Understand?
Okay,
To their understanding of using it.
so
You
would
can't
you
just
agree
go, you can't
that?
go by one person?
Okay,
says,
would you
like
agree with a Wittgensteinian understanding of language that language is defined in the social usage of the term?
Say again. Say that again.
Would you agree with the Wittgensteinian understanding of language that language is defined by the social usage of the term?
Listen, but
That's what you're saying.
I hear what you're saying. Remember what I said, it has to be with good sound reasoning. Sound reasoning means everybody, can agree.
I don't think everyone would agree that people
No, but
with
I'm trying to say to you, so it's
I don't think everyone would agree that people with mental conditions are
they
less
can't come
intelligent.
together and they can't have a decent conversation, can they? They disagree on it. Yeah? So if a person's sincere, and they want to get to the problem, solving something, if they're on good, sincere means good, yeah, right, yeah, and they're on good terms, and you're on good terms, you'll see how the conversation folds and how it comes out. You see.
Yes, but I don't think like
forward.
using derogatory language is on good terms. But I see what you're trying to say.
Listen, I know, yeah, but I'm just trying to say to you basics. That's all. I'm saying basic terms.
Until 1948. Another 40 years. Mirza died in 1908. Amritsari died in 1948.
Sorry, let me
you
go
want
to
more?
the. Sorry.
If you, the Qadianis and the Ahmadis are listening, you have no grounds for it. The sooner you wake up, my brothers and sisters, my lost, beloved brothers and sisters in humanity, we are not doing this exercise to hurt you, to hurt your feelings, or to push you away.
Is that Fred's camera?
Wallahi, we care for you. We want
Man,
you.
it takes ages to get into a discussion round here.
You know he's not anyway.
It's at least worth a shot because if he, yeah.
People who are taking your money and
I do need to get home soon. So.
Okay, how long? How long are you going to play with your akhirah?
I'm a bit far out because I basically have a job that I'm going to be going to tomorrow, but I need to do some things in order to make sure I can do my job tomorrow. But I need to do that when I get home. So I need to get out of here at some point soon.
Maybe one more conversation.
The Quran tells you not to make
This is the one more conversation I'm hoping for.
Oh, before I pulled out Mirza, when I said Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, he said, oh, confused. No.
I'll give it 2 more minutes.
I'm not going to let you talk. And he ran away. This is it. Imagine I go to debate the Christians. And I've been doing it for the last 20 years. They bring a hadith of Bukhari. And I say, no. No Bukhari. No Sahih Muslim, no Sahih Bukhari. Nothing from the Prophet. Prophet Muhammad, no. Are you scared of your Bible? No, we don't do that. We answer, we respond, we stand by every single word of the Quran and the tradition of the Prophet ﷺ. Every single word. We are proud of Muhammad Rasulullah ﷺ, and we will defend him till death. We will not allow his name to be tarnished and people to attack him so long as we are alive. We love him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why don't you behave like if you believe truly that Mirza was a prophet? What happens to you? What happens to you as soon as his name is mentioned? You start shivering, your stomach gets upset, your temperature starts rising, and your blood pressure starts rising, and you start going into, wallahi, I've had conversations with some of their murabbis, their preachers on TikTok. Some of the worst creatures on the planet I have encountered. The moment I mentioned Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani, they started cursing me in Punjabi, English, Urdu, all languages. Just like their prophet. Amazingly, this is the sunnah of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani. I'm not making this up, brothers and sisters. Wallahi, every single claim I'm making about Mirza, go and check out the evidence on my Twitter feed or the last X. And YouTube streams on Dialogue with Imtiaz, his YouTube channel. The Dialogue with Imtiaz and Adnan Rashid, my channels. Check out.
I don't think there's any other big names around though. I can go to Hashim, but I know what he's going to do. He's just going to say I don't want to debate you. Look, I'll go to him now and I'll show you. Where is he?
No, wait for him. You know what's going on? Maybe he saw you, that's why.
He might.
He's stringing from topic to topic now. He's not even...
Yeah, they were saying that's a wrap-up, but it's been there for a while. Where is Mansur? Where is Mansur? Excuse me. Excuse me, would any of you two gentlemen like to have a discussion on philosophy in Islam at all?
Philosophy of Christian?
Pardon?
Philosophy of contradiction?
Yes, yeah. So, would you like to have a discussion on that?
No, we do not pose for contradiction, so we do not believe in
Jesus was not if I do a conceptual analysis of your position, I believe it would entail a contradiction. Would you allow me to conduct the conceptual analysis? Yes, that is my name.
Go and find someone like a philosopher and speak to them, because you're in a mess.
Well,
Christianity.
do you think I could debate Adnan?
Christianity
I'd like
is in
to
a
discuss
mess,
with him.
and the only way to save Christianity
I think you're in a
is
philosophical
not. Listen,
mess,
listen.
though, because
The
any
only
time
way
I
I'm
try to
speaking,
conduct
I'm
philosophical
speaking,
concepts
I'm
against you,
speaking, and
you
you're not
don't
listening.
engage.
You're not listening. Only way to save Christianity from the mess that you're in is by going to
Ad
speak
hominem
to the
fallacy,
Christians.
fallacy number one.
Go and speak to the Christians to save Christianity, because they are coming in crowds to Islam. By speaking to Muslims, you can't stop them.
Ad
Go and
populum
fix
fallacy,
it. Go and
fallacy
fix
number
your
two.
Go and fix your religion
So
first.
Islam is growing fast, therefore Islam true. These are the arguments of an unintellectual idiot right there. So you're saying Islam true because Islam grow big. Are you stupid? So just because something grows big means that something is true. That's called an ad populum fallacy. At one point in time in the 1st century, Christianity was the fastest growing religion. Does that make it true? And furthermore, the other argument that he made is just an ad hominem fallacy to say Christianity is weak. Yet when I try to ask you about certain questions about Islam, clearly you do not want to engage with what I have to say. Well, I don't really have anything else to say about Mansur and his friend here. Would you be willing to do a discussion with me?
Sorry, we had a discussion with you, and that was not fruitful.
Okay.
Because you are mixing definitions, incoherent arguments.
Which definitions
so
did I
that's
mix?
why,
Can you give an example?
Your finite, infinite definition.
Can you give an example, please?
So you are mixing definition of finiteness and infiniteness. That's why we cannot have a discussion
when did I do that in
you are
our
not
discussion?
committed to a particular definition.
Yeah, when did I do that in our discussion?
We are not moving anywhere.
What argument did I make
have
to confuse those definitions?
Waste of time.
Don't give me
Which argument did I make?
These
So
people
you
don't
can't
understand
recall
scripture.
when I made a fallacious argument
Scripture,
against
they don't
you.
even know how to understand
So
philosophy.
Mansur, so you won't engage with my arguments, neither will you, and you won't actually show me where our conversation was not fruitful. Okay, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you off camera if that's okay.
Yeah. I don't think we're on camera, are we?
Yeah, we're on
All
two
right, go on,
cameras right
because
now.
I just really struggle. Do you want to come over
Sorry,
here?
yeah, let me just address the camera
Oh, I
first,
see what you mean.
and then I can tell you that. So the reason for them not wanting to debate me is because apparently our conversation was unfruitful and I confused definitions. Yet when I asked the honourable gentleman to therefore show me, oh wait, Adnan Rashid might actually be able to have a debate with me. Sorry, excuse me, would we be able to have our discussion on philosophy now? No, excuse me. Adnan, would you be willing to... Okay, well, he said he would debate me later. It is much later, as you can tell, and he is not debating me either. I am a bit suspicious that there is a blacklist at Speaker's Corner in which the Muslims are trying to communicate not to actually talk to Christian apologists, but just to talk to laymen. That's fundamentally what their videos are. I think it's a bit predatory, but that's what it is. They're just preying on the weak. This is the literal definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Well, that being said, I'm Thomas Apologia. You can subscribe to my channel if you would like actual responses to what people like this who refuse to engage with my arguments have to say.